Hey everyone, this is a video just to kind of show you how to navigate Google Classroom. So hopefully you've had some practice so far with Google Classroom and Google assignments and stuff like that. But if not, this is what this video is for, just to kind of help you. So on my screen, you can see I have first period pulled up and we, so this is your main page. So you see it says stream, classwork, people, and grades. I don't think yours will say grades. I think that's just on my teacher end. Um, but for classwork, that's where you will see all your assignments listed out or your resources and stuff like that. I'll show you that in a second. Over here, we have our class code. You should be in by now. If you have to switch classes for some reason, you'll get the new class code and then I will remove you from the original class you were in just in case. And then you'll see Meet Link. This is where you'll click every time we are meeting for remote learning online. Um, yours may not be visible right now. I have to make it visible right before class starts at a certain time. So here's just the main stream, the page where everything's listed. And I know some of it can kind of look a little overwhelming. You're like, it's the first day of school and there's all these things, but some of these are resources for you, like a link to my YouTube channel. So you really just, all you do is click on it and it's going to take you right to my YouTube channel. I'm not going to wait for it, but you get the gist. Okay. So we're going to scroll back up here. On the left-hand side, if an assignment is due, it's going to come up right here and it's going to say upcoming. But what I kind of wanted to get into was the type of assignments I will be posting on here. So for these 3 weeks of online learning, we're going to be doing these Hyperdocs. So hopefully you have had practice with Hyperdocs. If not, it's totally okay. It's very easy to understand and navigate. Basically, it's just a Google document, which you know what that is, and it's kind of just organized and arranged, and it has links embedded in them so that you have everything in one place. Now, when I go on maternity leave in November, you will probably be doing some Hyperdocs, and all of your assignments will be based off of Google Classroom. Um, there's many reasons for that. One is I don't know what November is going to look like, so you may be in class or you may be back to remote learning. I don't know. So it's best just to have it all set up on Google Classroom. And another reason, when we set it up on Google Classroom, we'll be using certain websites and stuff, but also some of these kind of grade itself, and that's going to be very helpful for the sub because the sub may not know very much of ASL. So you might come on here and do something that's multiple choice rather than something that's expressive and signing. So there's just stuff like that that we have to think about. But I'm going to go ahead and pull up an assignment. So right here it says day 1, week 1 Hyperdoc. So that's the first day that we're going to meet. So if you are first through fourth period, that's going to be Monday. This is what you'll click on. If you are fifth through eighth period, you're going to be the Tuesday, Thursday group, and you'll click on this. I mean, it's the same thing. I explained that really weird. But day 2 is down here. So for Wednesday or Thursday. I think y'all understand. I don't know why I'm rambling. Okay, so we're going to click that and we're going to pull up the Hyperdoc. So you'll have one of these every day for remote learning just because it's much easier to navigate, like I said, and everything is in one spot for y'all. So you don't have to keep going back to Google Classroom page and trying to find things and stuff like that. Okay, so when we pull this up, it's very important to pay attention to things that are underlined. So right here, it says instructional recording, day 1 instructions. So this is a link that is, if you were absent on the first day, this is what you would watch. So really, you just click it. It's going to be slow now. And then look, something pops up at the bottom. That means this is a link to something. We're going to click the link. And this will pull up the video for if you missed the first day, the instruction video. We're not going to play it, but there's my video from the first day. Okay, so then you're going to come down to this Hyperdoc, and right here it says welcome, because this is the first week, but when we get into, I think maybe even day 2 and week 2 and 3, it's going to say bell ringer, and that's where you're going to do your bell ringer. Your bell ringer, it is going to be every day. That's going to help us with attendance purposes to make sure that you're in class, because when I'm teaching and there's a bunch of you on the screen, I don't want to set aside time to try and write everyone's name down and people popping in late. So that is the way that we will be doing attendance through that. Okay, then you come down here and it says direct instruction, and I have things listed out here that we did, and then there's the syllabus. So you just click on the link, click it again, and it'll pull up the syllabus. I'm not going to keep doing that, but I think you kind of you understand when something's underlined like this, it's a link, it's going to take you to something. The very first day, your bell ringer, which I'll have instructions on that, but you're going to pull up this student form right here, and it's a Google form, and you're going to fill it out. Hopefully you've practiced with some Google forms before. You know that you need to fill it all out. If it has the little red star right there, that means it's required, so you can't turn in your assignment without answering it. And then when you're done filling it out, you hit submit. Pretty simple. Now for these Hyperdocs, I do want you to turn them in each week, because sometimes you will be like typing answers down below. Oh, that popped up. Sometimes you're going to be typing information or adding in screenshots. So we need to turn these in at the end. So if this is day 1, week 1, after you're done with all your assignments for the first day, on your Google Classroom, and I can't really show you on my end because I'm not a student, but it'll say turn in at the top right corner, and that's where you will turn it in. Some other things that we're going to be using is Padlet and Flipgrid. Hopefully you've practiced with Padlet and Flipgrid. Padlet is a great way to just kind of ask you a quick question and get some feedback from you, and you answer it. So on next week, it'll be just like one of these links. It'll say Padlet. It'll be underlined. You click it. It'll take you right to it. Something else we use a lot in ASL is Flipgrid. That's a great way for y'all to record yourselves, and I can see you signing and your expressive skills, and it'll be the same thing. It'll be underlined. You're going to click it. It'll take you right to the Flipgrid page, and you will record and submit your stuff there. So that is a Hyperdoc. We went over that, Google Forms, how to turn this in. Trying to think. Maybe I'll pull up the day 2 and show you if it'll load. Okay, so day 2, for example, this is my 5th period. This is ASL 3, but you see that Padlet link right there at the very top. You'll click it, and it'll go right to it. You will have your own. I think y'all will be doing something very similar. It'll take you to the Padlet page. And then you will just add in your answer. I'll have a question usually right there. Pretty simple. And then, or if you want to use the QR code with your phone, you can. But so that's some examples. Okay, so let's go back to Google Classroom. So again, here's your assignments. Sometimes it may not be like a Hyperdoc that's posted. It's going to just say a new assignment. So for day 2, for example, you're going to introduce yourself to me and explain it, and you're going to make a Google slide out of it. And so this is where you would submit your Google slide. So you would just come here. I don't know if it'll show it on my end. And no, but you will be able to attach it in here. Okay. If we go to classwork at the top, here is the topics we have. So we have important information. So the bell schedule, behavior contract, syllabus. I will add this video in there as well. Resources that I have provided for you. And then here's where all your work will be posted. So here's week 1. Here's everything that we got going on that week. Okay, so it's pretty organized. We try to keep it organized for y'all. And then there's the due dates next to it. I guess that is it.